I had always protected Curtis for the longest time. There were things about our relationship that I always protected it because in my heart, I always told.
In the world of showbiz, where everything is under constant scrutiny, a scandal can destroy reputations in the blink of an eye. Now, picture this. Two of the biggest names in music, 50 Cent and Diddy, become the center of a massive controversy.
Then right around that time, that's when you and 50 Cent.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So then, how did you guys initially meet?
We met after he said the thing on Soul Train at the Soul Train Music Awards, and I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress, which I was shocked. I mean, I don't know if you go back and see my reaction. I was just kind of like, wow. Um, and then after that, his people got in touch with my people, and next thing I know, we were on the phone. And my birthday was coming up, and he's such a gentleman. He's very generous. His I know him as Curtis, always will. Uh, and 50 Cent, those are his performing thing and who he is as a man. So I met Curtis because I remember when I first talked to him, I was like, "So what do I call you?" He was like, "Curtis. That's my name." Cool. But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias, and literally a van pulled up with flowers. Like they kept bringing in stuff. I was like, more, more, more.
Yeah.
So he's very generous and very kind and a gentleman.
Well, and at the time, Get Rich or Die Trying was out.
Yes.
And it was the biggest thing in music.
Yes.
Period. Any genre.
Yes.
The album goes diamond. He comes in and completely takes over the game.
Right.
And then now he's got, you connected to him. And I remember it was the VMAs.
Yes.
And you had that dress on.
Yeah.
That dress. Wow.
All that in a bag of chips.
All that.
Designed by Randy Rom, who I made sure he approved it, and we coordinated our outfits.
So now you guys are a public thing.
Right.
Did that put a lot of pressure on the relationship?
Yes. Right. Well, I was already Vivica Fox, Independence Day, this and the third, and he now is becoming this huge mega rap star, who is crossing over with in the club. And I was used to fame, and the main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business. And if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stayed private a lot longer. But we got too many people in our business, and, that's what killed the relationship, unfortunately, because I really...
Viva Fox, a respected actress known for her powerful roles, unexpectedly finds herself entangled in this drama. Her involvement hints at the existence of potentially explosive private footage that could rock the foundations of these two music icons.
You said at one point he was going to propose? He
Yes.
had a 14-carat ring?
12.
12.
Yes.
Still a crazy ring.
Yeah, but he's 50 Cent.
$2 million ring or something like that? Something like that?
I don't know, but he got mad at me and turned it into a pair of earrings. Yeah, I found that out later. Yeah, found that out later. I was like, damn, B.
You could have had the ring.
Damn.
You could have
I at least could have turned it into a pair of earrings if we broke up, but it's all good,
Okay, and I guess he went on his European tour.
Yes.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
No, the relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
You find out on the radio?
Yeah, my friend called me. I was in Baltimore filming The Salon, and my friend, stylist, whose name is escaping me right now. Oh, my friend Daryl Brown called me and said, "Yo, your boy's on the radio blasting you." At first I went, "Who?" And he was like, 50 Cent. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Man, I was telling everybody you guys broke up." And I was like, "We did?" Huh? So he never personally said, it's a rap.
on the radio.
Yeah, but he went on, and that was his way. That was his way. When I look back at it now, uh, he went back to being that tough guy because we really loved each other a lot.
Yeah, because I remember I was hanging out with Game around that time, and I remember he announced that Game was kicked out of G Unit on the radio as well. And then, like,
it's just
no one saw it coming. He announced it on the radio what should have been done in person.
Yeah, but everybody has their way of doing things, and we're cool now. There's peace.
Yeah.
Which I love more than anything else.
Years following that.
We went at it.
Right. So, for example, in 2005, 50 had a song called Get in My Car, where he said, commitment from me, nah, not likely. Went out with Vivica. I thought I was on to something. But then next week, nah, man, it was not.
Yeah, but then he was coming to my house and finding me at spas in Vancouver. But, that was the image. And, trust for me how I felt driving down the street and come on the radio.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Game rapping about me.
Yeah.
And he was his artist. That shit was awful to live through. It broke my heart. I still loved him.
Well, then in 2010, you saw his music video.
Yeah, I did.
Do You Think About Me? Mm-hmm. Where you try to kill him in the video.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some... That didn't require a lot of acting. So you guys became cool. And then 2015, you do an interview. You kind of insinuated that 50 Cent is gay.
I was mad at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he did a double XL cover with him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
And he said that...
I know Soulja Boy got mad at me too. I had to hit Soulja Boy personally. I was like, Soulja Boy, I'm mad at him.
Right.
Now, not you.
I guess it got triggered from, 50 allegedly saying that Empire was dropping off because there was too much gay stuff on the show. And then when they brought up the cover, I guess you call him a booty snatcher.
Yeah, I was mad at him.
And you also said,
we
pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. I was mad at him.
Yeah.
I was mad at him. And he found that out later. I happened to run into him at a New York Knicks basketball game. Both were in the private section, and that's when I walked over to him.
The drama began with a cryptic tweet from Viva Fox. Known for her presence in Hollywood gossip circles, Fox was famous for her bold style and intense roles. But this tweet left even the most seasoned entertainment journalists stunned.
Big boy. Sierra's in the neighborhood. Sierra, you're on a raft.
Okay.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Alrighty. Now, on this raft, you only have room to bring one more person up.
Mm-hmm.
You look in the ocean. You see two people in the ocean.
Okay.
Alrighty. You can only bring one up. The other will drown.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You look in the ocean. You see 50 Cent. And you see Bow Wow. Sierra, who do you pull up? And who do you let drown?
Oh, pull up and let drown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One is drowning.
One is gonna drown.
Yep. Yes, has to drown.
You got to leave him.
Boo Boo.
I don't know who Boo Boo
Uh-oh,
is.
pet names. We don't know.
Yeah.
Boo Boo.
Who?
I'll pull up 5-0.
You pull up 50 Cent and let Bow Wow drown?
Well, you gave me two options. What am I supposed to do?
I'm being over dramatic right now.
Oh.
So you
you're being over dramatic.
Bow Wow drown?
Okay, I'm gonna be dramatic.
Elaborate. Why would you pull up 50?
Elaborate.
Because
What is that?
No, that's the rules. It says right here.
Yes.
Please
Follow
see the
the
rules.
rules. It says-
I can't see the
After we
rules.
ask, it says
No, you start with one question as a part of the game.
And then it leads on to the next one. Look,
And
that's
that was just the
that's
one
like I say,
question.
okay, you have an album, One Woman Army.
Yes.
Who's on there? That's another question.
Yep.
Right.
What happened?
And then you stop there.
No, who do you pull up? 50. Why?
And I
That's the way
said,
interviews go.
I'm gonna pull them up.
But why? Why leave Bow Wow there?
You gave me two options.
What
Right,
will the last words be to Bow Wow?
The last word.
Yeah, because he's drowning.
Adrian and 50 are floating away.
He's drowning.
Not saying my last word.
You and 50.
Come on.
Either like, hey, I love
Everybody
you.
does. Sorry, it wasn't big enough for me,
It's
Bow
F
Wow.
you. What do you say? Love you, F you,
Yeah.
my partner.
Hate you.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Bow Wow Wow.
You put the little in Little Bow
My
Wow.
song.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See? That's
No, sorry for Bow Wow there.
no.
You guys are silly.
Crazy.
But it's all love for him too, okay?
Oh, yeah,
I
he's great right now.
see him drown.
Yeah.
Drowning.
Let me bring my dude in here. 50, how you feel about that? She said she'll pull you up. You good with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Bow Wow's drowning. Yeah, but you good, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We got 50 Cent and Sierra in the neighborhood. 50, hold on, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I got you, man. We're in Big Boy neighborhood now.
From Viva Fox. Known for her presence in Hollywood gossip circles, Fox was famous for her bold style and intense roles. But this tweet left even the most seasoned entertainment journalists stunned.
Sending shockwaves across social media. Fans, journalists, and industry insiders scrambled to decipher the implications. Questions arose. Could this footage really exist? And if it did, what secrets might it reveal?
But I didn't write about Curtis to start another feud with him because he's savage and king of petty. So, y'all know I'm telling the truth. So I didn't write that chapter. I just wanted everyone to know why it's lasted for so long. And honestly, for myself, to put a period on that chapter and turn the page like my daddy always taught me.
Well, why has it lasted so long?
Wow. Well, when a person has a special place in your heart, sometimes it's hard to say goodbye. You know, that person knows the right things to say. That person knows, you know, how to push your buttons. And I always felt with him that I found out later after we broke up that he wanted to propose to me. And so I always felt like, I had to make up for that. And I always felt like, wow, I did something wrong, that I didn't get the ring. And there's another lesson in there for ladies to don't chase the ring. Because sometimes if you chase the ring, you'll be going after the person who really isn't your king.
In the tweet, Fox claimed she had access to footage that could expose private details about both 50 Cent and Diddy.
During this uproar, neither 50 Cent nor Diddy immediately responded, opting to maintain their silence. To understand Vivica Fox's actions, it's essential to delve into her complex relationship with 50 Cent.
You seen the video?
Which video?
Diddy attacking Cassie.
Yeah, I saw the video. You know, and the thing about it is, like, everything else was speculations. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether his sexuality and everything he was doing, sex trafficking and all that was all speculation. Then when you saw the video, you like, if he could do this, he's capable of anything. Right? But I mean, what is sex trafficking? I mean, you know, you send a girl to go somebody for some money and then the drug her, whatever they do to her, then she comes back and then want to go back again. I don't understand why she just didn't run away the first time. I'm confused on what sex trafficking is. You know, but did Diddy really need that money for sex trafficking? I mean, so the sex trafficking charge it should not nowhere because the nigga ain't no way this nigga needed money for sex. You know, he didn't make because sex trafficking that involves money exchange for sex somehow, some way. Correct? You know, and you know the video was very hard to watch, very hard to watch. You know, and then of course after the video he had to apologize, but of course he had to. We all apologize after we got caught. I used to cheat all the time, and I denied it. As soon as I got caught, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm sorry, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So we all. She's like, I'm sorry, I did it, man. It was only one time. She for another video. It's another video. Okay, it was 2 times. I'm sorry, I never do it again. But I wore a condom. It's fucking her raw. Goddamn. Okay, but I pulled out. See, you will keep apologizing when you get caught. We all fuck up. You know, but that there is what probably gonna just pretty much he's pretty much done to me. There's probably 3 ways of him coming out and 3 of him like coming back to life. Probably the Nation of Islam, number 1, probably, right? Sell some, go out there, go talk to Farrakhan, join the team. I mean, put him on the street. That nigga sell bean pies like they did back in like 90s. That's 1. 2, just be like, and just join the LGBTQIE. I'm not sure if I missed any letters or not. Join them. Just be like, I'm just find them. Go, because, join that group. turn to a pastor or something, turn to a mace, become a pastor. You can't, or just pack the shit, just go to some village somewhere and change your name.
Yeah, man, I still can't believe what I seen in that video, man. Like the
Yeah.
way he was kicking her like a field goal. Yeah, it ain't looking too good.
The tweet quickly went viral, sending shockwaves across the entertainment world. Fans, reporters, and industry insiders scrambled to figure out if the footage was real and what kind of secrets it might reveal.
Years ago, the two had a tumultuous and controversial romantic relationship, often characterized by public disputes and reconciliations. Their affair was a tabloid staple, frequently captured by gossip columns and paparazzi.
Yeah, he was way too much, man. I'm like, this nigga trying to get a endorsement deal with Black and Decker or something. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do. Or with Hawaiian Punch or something. Or like, Speak by Dre. What this nigga was doing? He did a lot. It was too much. And I feel bad for the lady. And, and now we understand why she did what she did and why, people are coming out and all of that stuff. Because that beating alone, it just showed a really a character that we never knew, because you look at interviews prior to this beating where they talk about abusing to women and how he just played this perfect guy, like, and but even though I try to sense a little bit of um, abusing him when he talked about the Rihanna and Chris Brown situation. He almost tried to justify it in one interview, and I'm like, then I started to see, okay, maybe this guy, maybe something is, maybe he does that. Maybe that's why he's trying to justify it. But hey, he, like I said, he need to go join something, man. Join some society. Cause I don't think Illuminati, even Illuminati don't even want his ass no more. Illuminati, like, back.
The rumors about him being gay been out there for years. That might be the lane he might want to, join, man. Join that LGBTQ community or whatever that is.
But he never, yeah, because I never saw any where he denied it. He just always like brushed it off when they asked him about it. I mean, do what you do, but just don't be dipping and dapping. My thing, you gotta pick one. You want to be with men, be with men. Don't be being with men and go in bitches and then, what I mean, that's greedy.
Yeah, because I always see him with a female, man. But you hear so many rumors about him being gay. I mean, at some point you got to be like, bro, it got to be something
Yeah.
to it. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, if he dibbling dabbling into females,
Yeah,
and
that's
he going,
that.
yeah, that's not cool.
That's not cool. I mean, I'm sure that's what create problems and diseases and all that stuff. I think just stick to one. I mean and I don't mean to say nothing about no bisexual people. I guess that's part of that whole LGBT community box where they want both. I mean, that's greedy. Pick a side. I'm just saying, just pick one. Pick one. I just think he can't. It's nothing else besides those things I mentioned. Nation Islam, LGBTQ, turn to a pastor, or just package, move to some village and be quiet.
Despite the chaos, neither 50 Cent nor Diddy responded immediately. They chose to remain silent. To understand Fox's motives, it's important to look back at her history with 50 Cent.
Them never completely faded. In recent interviews, Fox had hinted at unresolved feelings and unfinished business with 50 Cent.
Real life street stars know what time it is.
Now, when I get on YouTube and I go to the real life production page where real life street stars is, I do these things. First, I like, I comment, I share, and I definitely subscribe. You don't want to miss it. And then when you become a member, you get all the good stuff. Like, just hit the button. Hit the button. I promise you, it's so worth it.
I'm not gonna be on this couch with Jay. Hold on, bro. I'm not gonna be on this couch with Jay, bro. That's Jay sing my favorite song. It's a Philly classic. And when I was in high school, bro. And the preacher's daughter sung this and made me sing it back to her. You understand? And that's the first time, and she gave me that's the first time I fell in love. Jared gotta sing, I hope that we can be together soon for me. She gotta sing that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get a little water. You know, I tell you, every time something great is about to happen, everything goes to shit everywhere else. And I had to, you know, we got bags thrown at us at the, you know, at the airport.
Right.
Yeah. There's some crazy guy named Bon Me with a reflector jacket on that works for American Airlines. Out of DFW decided he was going to just take my manager and dump him in the fairway and then just throw his bag on him and say, holla.
I'm EH.
Bon Me age. I tell you, American, y'all. Yeah. Pandemic did great things for company morale.
I'm flying out on America tomorrow.
Listen to me. You tell them keep that Bon Me away from you. No Bon Me age. Oh, but
And before Jack
what?
sing, quick, Gene, that was the request you wanted. There's no other question?
That's it, bro. Because listen, I wasn't gonna listen to me. I wasn't gonna leave when they say Jag was gonna be here. Yo, that's my dream. And if she could sing that for me, man, and take me back to that, I'm in heaven.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack.
All right, so let's see. I'm practicing.
You was practicing.
Yeah, I practice.
Oh, you practice your singing.
Yeah, every day. And when I was practicing, I would get my voice warmed up, and I ended up partying with some pretty girls in a pool.
Ooh.
And they all are fans. Matter of fact, I spoke to about 6. Well, I spoke to you this morning with a gentleman who was crying on the phone. He was like, "I'm listening to Jack. I listen to Jay every day." And he's like, "I'm like a kid." And I'm like, I had to call Gene because for us, we get a lot of flack for just telling the truth. And the truth is, the only thing I would say that we're doing is just being accountable for what we saw, being accountable for the hell is stuff. You know, what a lot of people don't realize is right now in this moment, everybody's looking at.
Years ago, the two had a turbulent and often controversial relationship, marked by public arguments and reconciliations. Their on and off romance was a favorite topic for tabloids and paparazzi.
Exposure, or a calculated attempt to reclaim the spotlight, these questions added layers of intrigue to an already sensational narrative, making Fox both a protagonist and antagonist in her own unfolding drama.
Oh, well, didn't just that. What about this? What about that? People love tying people into things without really thinking about it. And Luther Campbell has about former boys. So I want to say it right now with this man. If he was not there, I can only imagine how much worse things would have been. This is.
And like I told these guys now, people who commit crimes with criminals.
They do.
I ain't never been no criminal. And I'm never gonna let anybody get harmed. I'm always intersected. I'm 10 steps in front of you before it happens. No, sing my song.
I'm gonna sing it, but I wanna say this. We're not gonna sing it. In positions that we've been in, people that we've been around, you heard it made. So did I. There was a disagreement in the way things were going. You went your own.
Right.
I went my own way. If it was really, if we were terrible people, you don't walk away. You say it was easy. You were the man. Imagine. You know, as he went on into his billionaire status, all the things.
I could have just kept my mouth closed.
Period.
I didn't have to tell Miss Wallace nothing. I didn't have to say nothing to nobody. That's what people don't understand. I chose to. You understand? They want to make up stories they want to make up. And that's what you get this internet. You got a lot of people making up stuff. But then when the stuff come true, they look stupid. They don't say nothing. They quiet as a church mouse. All the things that Jagger said, you understand? And the only thing I disagree with Jag about this was Chris. That's the only thing I disagree with. Because I knew Lou Tucker. And if you put Lou Tucker And you go in the photos and you put Christopher Williams side by side each other, they look like they could have been brothers.
They could have been brothers.
I'm not saying Lou Tucker did anything. I'm gonna say that much. But I know Christopher Williams, and I know Christopher Williams is
Something else. But this,
Christopher Williams a gangster.
but this is the thing, though. When that lawyer came to me, and what everybody has been trying to do is get me to give her name.
Right. And I wouldn't worry about it.
And I know why they want to give her name. Because they want to run. And I could even justify it by saying the person who brought her to me, you and I both know.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about that on another occasion.
Right.
Because at this point in time, I think I owe you that.
I don't even really.
I know you don't care.
I want you to sing my song.
My point is this. I believe my witness, and he knows what he knows. But regardless of all of that, there's always spaces in between every story. Now, maybe she saw somebody else look like what. I can only tell you what that woman said to me.
She could think that.
Even after their breakup and years of separation, unresolved tension lingered between them. In recent interviews, Fox had alluded to lingering emotions and unfinished business with 50 Cent.
As hours turned into days without a response from Diddy, 50 Cent finally broke his silence. Known for his bold personality and unfiltered social media presence, he took to Instagram to launch a scathing attack.
She could really think that because they look so much alike. Back then, with the curly hair, light skin, the whole 9 yards, it wouldn't be far-fetched. But
if your ignorant ass call me a crackhead again, I don't give no fuck. I'm just gonna make a flyer of all of that shit from Kohl's with them goddamn JBL. And I'm gonna hand it out at every show you do. But you try to call me a crackhead because I ain't never smoked no crack.
oh my God. And y'all got me on the couch, you do?
I just want everybody to know that nobody's lying. You're not lying.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Lying. His story isn't any less valid than my story and vice versa. Stop worrying about the little details and pay attention to the big picture.
Always.
Big picture is, at the end of the day, regardless of that story, there are other stories about Puff using sexuality to enslave other men to get them to do what he wanted them to do for his purpose. Now, maybe it was for him. But I can think about how other dudes that I can say right off the top of my head right now, but I know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
When I'm away from you, boy, all I seem to do is cry. Further than then, when I see you, I, my, how the time does fly. I don't know if you need and love me too. The way I love you. But I hope that we can be together soon. I hope that we can be together soon.
Y'all don't know nothing about it.
I hope we can be together soon. Can we make it real soon? Can we make it real soon? We got it. Come on.
Children up and down my spine.
Babe, he's singing this for you. He's singing your part.
I think about you, girl. All my heart is.
All right, now you singing the lead. I'm on the background.
Gonna miss you. Ooh, oh, my lonely heart keeps. Ooh, I hope that we can be together soon.
Could her decision to leak the footage be a form of revenge, a need for closure, or a strategic move to regain attention? These questions only deepen the mystery, making Fox a key figure in her own unfolding drama.
Screenshots in digital archives, 50 Cent vehemently denied the existence of any such footage. He accused Vivica Fox of attempting to tarnish his reputation out of spite, calling her actions desperate and malicious.
I hope that we can be together soon. Can you make it real soon?
I can't wait.
Can you make it soon?
Real life street stars, we are back with the Jagginator. What is considered part 2. I was there. Oh, Jag. When
When real life street stars, when real life production hit 1 million subscribers, salute. Salute! Hey,
1 million subscribers.
1 million!
Man, Jag. Yeah, let's say that out loud.
That must be trippy. I was thinking of you guys earlier today. It was wild because this whole day we've been keeping it quiet. Nobody knew or was supposed to know we were in town. I didn't tell anybody. Came straight from the airport. We went to the hotel. We came straight here to work. We were here till 3 a.m. I'd go to sleep. I wake up. I thought I lost my phone. It was all the way under the pillow. You know what I mean? Normal day for the most part. And then I go to get coffee from the lunch. And instantly I know that the girl recognizes me behind the counter. I'm like, okay. And then somebody else walks in. Fourth person that recognized me when I went outside to smoke my cigarette while I was fretting over my phone and, waiting for the coffee. Guy looked, he said, "You Jay?" And I was talking to the mod squad, of course. And he recognized my voice. He said, "Hello, couch." He said, "How is it you done?" And then I saw him starting to get choked up. He's sitting there shaking and he's crying. He said, he said, "I listen to you." And I said, "Well, I'm in town with a friend." So Gene deal. He's your brother, Gene.
Shout out here.
So I get on the phone. We got the FaceTime now. We're FaceTime.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're nice, Jay. You're real nice. You're approachable. Let me say that. You're very approachable.
I am.
People might think you're not, but
I meet people with the energy I receive.
there you go.
So if I've ever been nasty to you, that tells you everything you need to know about yourself. So, it's like, and I'm talking to Gene, and this man is sitting there, he starts shedding tears. He's weeping. He said, "Y'all are the truth." And he said, "Shalom." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
As the hours passed with no word from Diddy, 50 Cent finally spoke up. Known for his bold and direct social media approach, he took to Instagram to launch a fierce attack on Fox.
A flurry of reactions from fans and followers. Some rallied behind him, defending his integrity and questioning Fox's motives. Others speculated about the fallout for both 50 Cent and Diddy if the footage surfaced.
We're having a real moment here, and I gave him my phone number, and I was going to invite him tonight, but I think you guys need to talk to him without me here.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I don't want to be a distraction. And the truth is I don't know if I can handle it because I started crying with him a little bit. Because I think about the people that we talk, these conversations that we share with the world. I don't know if we really understand how much they mean. And I don't even know if we really understand everything that we've sacrificed and we put into getting to this point.
Yeah, let's talk about the synergy of it because you and Gene Deal just serenaded each other.
Yeah.
Like what? The synergy, the energy of just that moment alone to where this man who has been opening up and telling his truth on the other side of the world, opening up, telling your truth on the other side of the world, and y'all come together to sit right here and then just have a moment to look in each other's eyes and just say, I just want to say, what's shout out to Real Life Street Star. Shout out to Jaguar Rice. Shout out to James. It's amazing. 1 million subs.
You want to know what made that so special for me? All of the things that we say, all of the truths that we tell in that moment.
Without question.
The joy of sharing music with people that you love and respect. The instant camaraderie and fellowship that it brings. Now we're talking 25 years, to almost 30 years I've known this man. And the best moment I'll ever have with him was that.
So they sing songs before they go to war.
Yeah.
The moment. Before the storm. I don't know.
What I will say is there are no coincidences. And, spend so much time feeding into the lies, maybe give the truth a try. Might surprise you.
There you go.
Yeah, no, and I love the fact that it's a Philly record, and I love the fact that it's Uncle Harold's record, I remember learning how to do steps and down in the basement while they were rehearsing when the Blue Notes were out. Of course, this was after Uncle Teddy had left, and accident and all of that, and I remember singing the backgrounds on that song. I know every note. I know all the parts. And I say, let me pull these lyrics out because it's been a minute. But I was reading the lyrics while I was singing. And it's been a long time. We've been waiting for that moment. And I hope that we can be together soon. And there's so many more of us to really make that a complete together. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar,
Now, before we started, you said Gene was instrumental in protecting so many from the atrocities that Diddy could have committed while if his presence had not have been there. Just give us some of the the harrowing tales of just Gene in those years.
There's a million things there were a lot of fights at those old rap shows.
This sparked a flood of reactions from fans and followers. Some supported 50 Cent, defending his character and questioning Fox's motives, while others speculated on the potential fallout for both him and Diddy if the footage were ever released.
50 Cent's fiery response, Diddy remained silent in the face of growing speculation. Known for his calculated public persona and strategic moves, Diddy avoided the spotlight, at least initially.
What I can say was, he was a peacemaker. Period. Didn't nobody want to feel what he had to give. And he was never quick to give it. He gave a word, and that was understood. And it was confidence that was built around his character that made Bad Boy so feared. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody want what he had or the people he could call to back up what he said. That gave Bad Boy a presence not to be fucked with. Death Row had Suge. Suge was the CEO. Diddy wasn't that. But he had Gene, see. Gene kept him honest. You gotta remember, all of these people been knowing each other since high school. We talking back in the day. Even out, people don't even realize, I'll Be Sure and Pete Rock, they're best friends, yo. Right. They went to high school together. They've been best friends since 10th grade. People change a lot when money and circumstances come into the way. How a person acted in the 10th grade is going to be very different than how they act with $500 million and an axe to grind. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different person.
Did Gene Deal ever have to talk to Suge one on one? Did they ever?
From what I
paths?
know, I'm sure there was interaction, but no, Gene didn't fuck around. Like, his loyalty was crew, which is why I don't like talking about his story, because there's other parts of that story that I don't know if anybody can talk about. At the end of the day, they made sure Gene wasn't present when Biggie was shot. He didn't want to leave Big. They made sure he stepped away, which is why I find it disgusting that Reggie Wright Jr. has anything to say about anything at all. Because he was the head of security, and he was supposed to be making sure the block was tight. That gimp ass fucking wheelchair bitch, he should be sitting down. He was sitting down on the most important night of their lives, protecting Big at all costs. They made sure Gene wasn't there.
If Big doesn't die, do you get a Puff Daddy the way he turns out?
Fuck no.
Does Big keep Puff in check?
Oh, absolutely. Big and Kim. Kim had she had the little babies. Junior Mafia loyal. Kim. What else was it?
In contrast to 50 Cent's fiery response, Diddy stayed quiet amid the mounting speculation. With his calculated public persona, Diddy remained out of the spotlight at first.
Tirelessly to strategize damage control and craft contingency plans. His silence only added fuel to the media frenzy, with journalists and paparazzi seeking any clues about the scandal.
Biggie, Kim, Junior, what else was there? Total, my friend, love her to death. Total couldn't carry that. 112 couldn't carry that. Carl Thomas couldn't carry that. They were all able to survive because of the dynasty that came with Big and Junior Mafia.
So no one tells P. Diddy what to do. Like,
Absolutely.
who tells him?
Clyde did in the beginning. No, he didn't empower him. That motherfucker put his ass on the block. He gave him power. And all he had to do was diddle dee dee and diddle dee dum. Like, he wasn't gonna tell Gene and them that's how he was getting the money. What do you feel about that? You think he was going to admit to these niggas who he went to school with, who essentially he asked to come to make his G official? Like you heard him say, Christopher Williams, street niggas, gang, Pete Rock, Albie Short, they niggas from the, you know what I'm saying? Gene Deal. Like, ain't nobody looking at how Puff positions himself. There was a wall of protection and talent and brilliance around him. Nobody had to look at him for real, for real. And the truth is nobody did. Everybody laughed and joked about him dancing like a fucking idiot in all them goddamn videos. Swirling around in circles and shit. This nigga been wild. Like, you know. So I'm just saying, they didn't know. And he wasn't telling them. They just know he got the budget. He go to LA, he talk to Clive, he come back with the bread. Apparently, he has this man's confidence. Yeah, I'm sure that man was very confident.
Behind the scenes, however, Diddy's team was working nonstop to manage the situation, crafting plans for damage control. His silence only fueled the media frenzy, with reporters and paparazzi desperate for any clues regarding the scandal. Meanwhile, Viva Fox maintained her silence. Despite the firestorm she had ignited, she offered no further explanations or updates. Industry insiders speculated about her next move, wondering if she had more evidence or if the tweet